Hello students, I welcome you all to this virtual learning online platform. Today, I would like to talk on chapter number 79 from Thirukkural, written by Saint Thiruvalluvar. Friends, chapter number 79 is titled as Friendship, and it mainly deals with the importance of friends and the magnitude of friendship in one's life. I think there is hardly any person who has no friends at all. It means almost everybody has a couple of friends or has a circle of friends, and he develops intimacy and develops a kind of relationship based on feelings and emotions with a selected people around. As you know, friendship is a kind of feeling. It is a kind of relationship that the people having like-mindedness come together and develop a kind of relationship that is a state of being friends. This is how you can define friendship in general. But before I proceed with the text, I would like to let you know that our society has a peculiar approach for everybody. And that's why probably this proverb is also developed in the world in the course of time, that the man is known by the company he keeps. This proverb means that a person, whether a man or a woman, is known all around by the kind of people, those who are the friends of that particular individual. If they are well cultured, well mannered, automatically you will be treated as a noble person, as a good person. If at all the company that you have, the friend circle that you have, if at all the friends are the victims of several vices, VICES, then probably the similar identity you will also have in the community and society. So, while making friends, we need to be so choosy, we need to be so selective. And unless you have the liking for an individual, unless you have a few similarities as far as your attitude, your disposition, your ideology, your stand towards life, your vision for life, unless you find some similarities, I think we don't extend the hand of friendship. And here, the noted poet has talked about this feeling of friendship. The entire series that you will learn, that is from chapter 79 to chapter 83, all these 5 poems mainly deal with the various aspects related to friendship, and in general, I would say, it talks about the importance and magnitude of friendship. What do you mean by magnitude? Magnitude means it is something great in size or having a sort of importance to something, and the degree to which you are trying to attain. And here, the concept called friendship is very practically introduced and advised by the holy saint Thiruvalluvar. So friends, let us begin with the text over here. First of all, I will read the entire text in totality, and then I will try to interpret and analyze each of the advices offered by Valluvar. Now I proceed with the text. What is better than making friends? What better protection can there be for accomplishing a task? Amongst the wise, comrade waxes like the crescent, and amongst the fools, wanes like the full moon. The nuances of a book are enjoyed more, the deeper one reads it. The more you nurture a friendship, more the joy. A friendship is not merely to have fun. It is also to admonish when a friend errs. Friendship is forged on shared feelings. Physical proximity or long association is inconsequential. A smile on the face does not make a friendship. A smile in the depths of the heart does. Rescuing from ruin, steering along the right path, and when in distress, sharing it is friendship. Like the hand that moves reflexively when the dress slips, a friend reacts swiftly to remove a O. Crowning glory for friendship is when a friend supports unflinchingly in all ways. He is so dear to me. I mean, so much to him. To even utter this takes the luster of friendship. So friends, this is the text of chapter number 79, titled as Friendship. Now let us try to understand what actually the Saint Valluvar is trying to convey. One thing is all clear, that he has offered a number of suggestions and advice to his readers. And already I told you that we need to be very choosy and selective while making our friends. You need to identify the person first. You need to recognize the person first. You need to assess the person first and then extend the hand of friendship. So let us proceed with the critical analysis of chapter number 79, Friendship, written by Thiruvalluvar. What is better than making friends? See, the beginning itself is really very interesting. The poet talks about the importance of friendship, and he says that friendship itself is the need of an everyone. You cannot live without friends. As some other time I might have told you, a very famous statement made by Aristotle, that basically man is a social animal. He cannot live alone, and if at all he or she lives, he or she is either a god or a demon. It means the human beings want the company of others. And we get different people around us in different forms. You have the members of your family, your akins, you have a mother, a father, brothers and sisters, and other akins as well. Once you are into the society, you have your own association with the people around. But can we say that those who are acquainted to you, or as you are acquainted to them, all are your friends? Not essential. You may be familiar with a number of people, but when it comes to label someone as a friend, I think this is something really different. So the Saint Valluvar, right in the beginning, put a question in front of us. Because most of the interrogative, sentences are formed here. He begins with a question. He says, what is better than making friends? It means we do so many tasks in our life. We do so many things in our life. The consequences will decide whether we have done something good or bad. But here, the Saint Valluvar questions you that what is better than making friends? It means making friends is really, a great job, a very good job. And everybody must have a friend. Because it is the friendship that creates a bond for each other. In fact, you don't have any kinship there. Because the relationship which is built up between the two is the mutual understanding for each other. It is based on the oath of trust for each other. It is based on the loyalty for each other. And that's why the Holy Saint Valluvar suggests that there is no better job in the world than making friends. So everybody should have friends in life. Because friendship is such a feeling that really brings people together. Friendship is such a feeling that makes you selfless. Otherwise, in other relations, you find that there are many people, those who prove to be selfish for their personal advantage. So the first expression over here, that is, what is better than making friends, question mark, really put forward a question in front of us, that is there anything much better than that? I think of course not. Making friends is something really extraordinary, and one should have the company of good people around. Now you see in the next expression what the saint says. What better protection can there be for accomplishing a task? You know, we do several things in our life. We get accomplished with so many things. But each attempt of doing a task, if it leads to success, I think that will be a different ball game for everybody. If at all you get a good friend, if at all you find a noble man as your friend, that is something really, leading you to the path of success in life. To succeed in doing or completing something is the real achievement of life. If you really want to have a better protection in life, I think you should really have a friend at least. Because the friend will protect you from the harm. The friend will stop you from committing errors and mistakes in life. The friend will show you the right path. And of course, lots and lots of protection will also be provided by a good friend, if at all you get any. So, the poet says, what better protection can there be for accomplishing a task? Amongst the wise, comrade waxes like the crest. See now, what kind of person you should have as your friend. If you are in the company of wise people, of course you will develop your wisdom. And unfortunately, if you get the company of the fools, mind it well, you will be also labeled as a foolish one. See how effectively Saint Valluvar talks about it. He says, amongst the wise, comrade waxes like the crescent, and amongst fools wanes like the full moon. So mind it well, you should have the company of wise people. What do you mean by WISE, wise? Especially in the context of the people, it means be able to make sensible decisions and give good advice because of the experience and knowledge that you have. I think this is something really very extraordinary for an individual when you get a wise man or a woman as your friend. And already I told that once you get the company of wise people, your wisdom will improve. So the poet talks about the comrade here. I hope you know. This is actually a noun. Comrade is a noun. And it means a feeling of friendship and the oath of trust that you have for one another or each other. And moreover, he or she works or spend a lot of time together. So how many comrades do you have? It means how many friends do you have? Instead, you count them as far as the numbers are concerned. It's better you count them in the qualitative point of view. Whether they are the wise friends or they are the fools. So if you get the company of the wise people, your reputation will be like a wise man. If at all you get the company of the fools, the people will also simply call you a foolish. So now it is up to you to decide. Because once you get the comrades, once you get the friends, once you get your company, I think it really becomes something solid, like a substance. Because once you are gelled together and develop a very positive, good feeling for each other or one another, that creates a bond of friendship. And there is no greater bond than friendship in the world. Moreover, the poet also uses a simile here and says, amongst the wise, comrade waxes like the crescent. What do you mean by a crescent? You might have seen a curved shape of the moon. And the poet is going to compare over here in this way. He says, if at all you really want to achieve something extraordinary in your life, if you really want to shape your life, then you have to have the company of wise people. A man who is honest, a man who is having wisdom, a man who is loyal will be an asset of an individual, because you might have heard about the proverb that the honesty is the best policy. Once you get a loyal and an honest friend, I think you are the richest one in the world. But on the contrary, you see, the poet also talks about the company of fools. What are the consequences of having friends, those who are fools? Mind it well, your identity in the community will remain the same as the identity of your friends. If your friends are wise, you will be treated as a wise man or a woman. If your friends are fool, you will also be equally treated as a fool. So here the poet says, amongst fools, whence like the full moon. What do you mean by wane? W-A-N-E. It means to become weaker gradually in the course of time, or else decrease your own importance. And that's the reason I told you about the proverb that the man is known by the company he keeps. So if you have the company of wise people, your importance is increased. And if you have the company of the fools, your importance is decreased. So we need to be very careful. Here also the poet uses a simile while expressing this point. Amongst the wise, comrade waxes like the crescent. If you want to shine like the crescent of the moon, then you have to have the company of good people around. You have to have the wise people as your friends, as your comrades. And if at all you maintain the relationship with the fools, automatically your importance will go down. The people will also equally treat you as your friends are. And you should never take a risk of getting into the company of the fools at all. Now you see in the next expression what the holy Saint Valluvar says. He says, the nuances of a book are enjoyed more. The deeper one reads it. What do you mean by the nuances? A nuance means a very slight difference in meaning, sound, color, or somebody's feelings or feeling that is not usually very obvious. It means there are several books having no meaning at all. It means there are the nuances of books which are also sometimes enjoyed more once you have a deeper understanding of the content. Unless you read the book with the all intrinsic approach, you have your intrinsic and extensive reading, you will not be able to get the deeper understanding of the text. So, having a large distance or a superficial understanding of the book, I think you have to have a close look at the book in order to understand the deeper meaning of the text. And now you see how the poet is going to compare this with your friendship. The poet says, the nuances of a book are enjoyed more. The deeper one reads it, the more you nurture a friendship, the more the joy. How beautifully he has correlated this idea. Once you get a book, you may have the nuances of the book, and it will definitely have. But when do you enjoy more? You enjoy more only when once you have the extensive and deeper understanding of the text of the book. And similar thing happens in the respect of friendship also. The more you nurture your friendship, you get joy more and more. So nurturing is very important. Mind it well. The poet has very specifically used the word when he says, the more you nurture a friendship, it means the more you encourage your friend, the more you support your friend, automatically your friendship will grow. And if you want your friendship to grow positively, you should always be ready honestly for your friend and with your friend. And the same in return, you will also get automatically. Your feeling of joy will be multiplied day after day. See how effectively these ideas are processed by the poet, the Thiruvalluvar. But due to time constraint, I will not be able to continue with the text. Almost half of the poem is still left over, and I will discuss this leftover part in my next class tomorrow. Thank you.